All right, so Patrick just left to the bathroom. I'm gonna have a little like chat with you guys. Patrick's gone to the bathroom, I think 5 times since I've been here, maybe 6, and I've been here for an hour. I think there's something really wrong with him. No, yeah, I know. Yeah, he's doing fine. He's coming back now.
Guys, I have a prolapsed colon. Leave me alone.
Yeah, this is a serious matter.
I have a serious condition, and it's drinking too much freaking water all day.
All right. Hey guys, what's up? This is Danny and Patrick coming to you live from Patrick's kitchen, and we're just a couple of big goofs that like to talk about big oofs.
And I think we should start with our Bigoofs of the week. What do you got?
Yeah. I thought about this for a little bit, and I think my big oof of the week was the fact that I've missed. There's like okay, so I have this class, right? College class.
Well, you ain't got no class.
I got okay. Yeah, you're right.
Why do you think we're here?
I got this course that I take, and there was like a project. There's like 5 different projects that you had to do, and I missed the day because there was an overnight before it, long story, whatever. I overslept because my sleep schedule is fucking dog shit right now. So I overslept, and I missed this final one. But it was like, it'll be fine. It won't lower my grade that much. It's not like the only grade in class. So I was like,
sounds like it did.
So I was like, yeah, sure, we'll miss it, whatever. And then I come in on the day of the final. And he's like kind of going over a few things, like, okay, yeah, here's this, blah, blah, blah. And oh, by the way, I just wanted to surprise you guys by saying, whoever turned in this last one, and it's like it's a little bit because I want to be nice, a little bit because I want to do a favor for you guys, but whoever turned it in, they're just gonna get 100% for this portion of the project.
Oh my goodness!
I was like, are you fucking kidding
Oh
me?
no!
And it was like the one that I missed. And he's just like, yeah, whoever turned it in. You just got 100. He's like, you're welcome.
Well, here's what happened. He's got a grudge because he saw us like
me.
Everybody. Oh, Danny. I'm gonna make an example of this boy. He's the one. This is it.
And then, dude, I felt so fucking stupid because I was just like, are you fucking like the one that I missed? And he's just like, yeah. He's like, yeah. And I even went up to him and I asked him, like in between was like, hey, is there any way that could make it up? And he's like, no, there's no way that you can make it. It's like he was laughing in his head, like, you fucking idiot.
This guy. It's like you fell for his trap. You activated his trap card. I mean, he was just like, face down.
He was like, this is gonna like burn just a little bit more when you know that everybody's gonna get full credit for this.
He got off. I'm like, yes. Oh, I ruined his day.
Yeah. So yeah.
How old is this guy? Is he like an old? Because the old ones love to.
He's like older, or sorry, high 20s or low 30s. He's actually really cool. He's like my favorite professor I think I've ever had in Marshall.
Not anymore. I mean,
no, because I like him because he's also not a pushover. Like he's very like strict, but he's also like he reasons with you. He's just like, you put in the effort, you got this, yeah, whatever. But like I'm not gonna like bend over backwards, go like, oh, what's what you need to do? What do you? I also hate the professors that are like pushovers that like if you get on their good side, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
So just playing favorites.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. No, he like he even I saw one of the kids go up to him, that is like I can tell it is his favorites because he talks to him a lot, and he said something like he was like, so what's your it's like just wondering if I'm like at an 89 or something like that in your class, like, or 89 point something, would you curve it or whatever? And he's just like, he was like, no. And he's like, I don't care who it is or what it is. I'm not raising it any higher. That's against my policy. He's like, and look, the kid is such a fucking goody two shoes. He's like, oh, I respect that. I understand, Professor Sir. I understand that you do not want to raise your policy.
Oh my god.
He's like, I respect that so much. I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude. I was like, I'm trying to bargain with this dude to get to do this project over again because I fucking missed this class. And you're over here. It's like, can I please get a 90 for an A on my?
Can you give me .002 points so I can get an A?
I'm not going to go to grad school if I don't have an A in this one negotiation.
I'm just not going to grad school, so.
Fuck grad school, dude. I don't know. Like,
I'm barely making it through regular.
I hate to be that like that fucker that's just like, why the fuck do you want to go to grad school? Why do you want to spend any time in it? I don't want to ever look down on people who choose to do that.
I mean,
but I will never do that in my life. Like, I feel like in past lives, in future life, if you believe in reincarnation, my soul will move
just
on to
down the line.
else.
That's just like standard. Like in the contract you sign, it's just like will not go past college.
He's just like I imagine them changing everything up, and it's like, oh, this time he died because he died to the swine flu. This time he killed somebody. That's a little weird. That's a little out of character. This time he was gay, so I guess he kind of changed a couple things up there. But common factor, he never went to grad school. He
Absolutely
never
not.
Did more school than he needed to. Like he's just like
That's like your moral code, like Batman. Just
he's
I won't
changed.
kill people, except I won't get a better education. I'm fine with being just a normal amount of stupid.
He's he's changed ethnicities. He's like everything that we could possibly do. He will not go.
He was a fish once. That was weird. He got a lot of schooling there, but
he went to fish school. Yes, fish grad school though.
No, absolutely not.
Negative. It's such a fucking stupid conversation.
I'm having fun. Anyway, we got to get to my big oof.
Yeah, what's your big oof?
Which probably will not escalate the way yours did. Mine was just a simple, like anxious, like in a store, like, okay, I went to Dollar General to get like a package,
Condoms.
so I could. I don't need those at the moment. Sorry.
I just felt like you were embarrassed to say it, and I was like, if I was just gonna go for it,
I'm just stupid and can't think of the word. Anyway,
okay.
As soon as I get there, there's like a huge somebody like it looked like somebody like peed on the floor. It was gross. So I'm like looking at it, and I just have this disgusted look in my face, and then I just like look up, looking all nasty, and it's the dude cleaning it. I'm like, oh, I just gave him the worst look, and he was like, hey buddy, how was your day? And I was just like, good, thanks.
Wait, did he actually say that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he just like caught me like mid like resting bitch face, but like it was like so much worse.
Yeah. Like
so like immediately I just get like a hot flash. I'm just like, oh god.
Yeah, he didn't
commence operation. Fuck, I'm awkward.
He didn't say it like word for word, but I felt like he was having a shitty day, and he was like and he just realized that he had to fucking clean up pee on like aisle 5 or whatever.
Right at the front door. Somebody just like let loose right at the front.
And said, "Fuck, where were you?"
Dollar General.
Yeah, he said, "Fuck you, Dollar General." And it's like,
yeah, I believe, dude. The people around here, I believe it.
But yeah, like I'm sure he was just having like a shitty day, and he just saw you. He saw you like looking at him with disgusted eyes.
Absolute, like the most disgust I've conveyed ever in my life.
And like I said, he didn't say word for word.
That's what somebody pissed on the floor. Like, what face do you want me to make?
Yeah.
Be excited about it. It's like, oh, is that starting? Can I do that too? Is that an option? I didn't know that was an option.
He wanted so badly to say the early 2000s phrase of like, take a picture, it'll last longer, motherfucker. And he's just like wiping it off, and he's just like, I fucking hate my job, man. I gotta fucking move out of here. This fucking blows.
But oh my god, it gets worse because like I get my thing. I go to cash out or whatever.
Yeah.
It was him, man.
He was cashing you out?
He was cashing me out.
Oh.
And I can't even look him in the eye. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. Here you go. I don't need a bag. Just take it. I don't need it.
Apparently the other day, a dude at Best Buy shit himself, and I think he left a trail of shit to the bathroom.
No, this was not an employee. This was just somebody.
This is a worker. Oh, no. Sorry. Okay. It was not a worker. It was a customer.
Oh.
But one of the guys in the warehouse, by the way, if whoever's listening does not know this, I work at Best Buy.
I'm Danny and I work at Best Buy.
Also, if you hear any horror stories, don't say anything to Best Buy because they fire people.
It's like, you're a leaker now. You're officially a leaker. Yeah. Well, that guy was a leaker too, but he doesn't work there.
Yeah, not the right kind of leaker. Actually, a different kind of leaker.
I mean,
a shittier leaker, if I may say.
I thought my pun was bad.
I didn't know we were going that downhill. But yeah, they try to get the warehouse because like if it doesn't happen often, but like if a trash bag needs changed randomly in the shift, or if like something needs to be cleaned up, or let's say like the paper towel roll like it needs to be changed in the bathroom, like they will ask the warehouse people to do it. But like there is a janitor that comes in overnight that does all that shit.
Right.
But like if it happens during the day, they go like, all right, warehouse, go do that. But he asked one of the workers that's been there for a while, and he just apparently straight up said no. And they're like, yeah, go clean up. He was like, I haven't been trained on how to do that. And they were like,
dude.
they were like, are you serious? And he's like, never. I haven't been trained. I don't know. I can't do that. And then they're like, I think one of the managers ended up doing it because they were like, we can't, we can't have him do something he's not trained.
Right. Absolutely.
I think there is a policy that's like, if there's something like bodily fluid or something like that, no managers, no like
underlings,
are supposed to do it. It's like a manager's thing, and
absolutely,
they've been trained to do it.
Like the manager's just trying to cop it out. Like he doesn't know. I can just put it on him.
It's just amazing to me to have like how ballsy of a move that was to just go like, fuck you, I ain't doing that shit. And it was like, you just made me run back and forth for like the whole day, and you think I'm gonna clean up shit now?
Absolutely not.
No, fuck that shit. Oh, man. I don't think I would. I don't know if I would have said no. I think I would have just not, like, if they were calling me on the walkie, I would just be like, "A walkie broke. I can't hear that," and then just walk away.
What?
I'm entering a tunnel, and they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
It's like, oh no, I'm trapped under 24K TVs. Somebody help!
All right, so something happened over this past week. That was the Game Awards.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should.
Well, I mean,
enough time.
It's very on brand, the Game Awards, because it is like prime Bigoof material because it's live and it's just full of nerds. You know.
Well, let's say this beforehand, just in case if people don't give a shit about us. For probably like the next 15 to 20 minutes, we'll talking about nerd shit, like exclusively like nerd shit.
I'm gonna amp it up. We're doing 30. We're doing 30 minutes of nerd shit. Can I get 30? Can I get 30? Can I get 45? 45. So
we're just gonna be talking about nerd shit for a little bit. So go ahead. Let's go. Let's dive right into video games. Dive right into the video games.
So I watched it. You did not. You just got little blips of it.
Yeah. I heard some like
because it was all over the internet
or whatever.
But like, I'm trying to. This year they did good. It wasn't too like cringy.
Yeah.
Because like, there's the one guy. He was like Joseph Fares or something. He made that one like game where it's two prison guys trying to. It's called Get Out. There's two prison guys trying to get out. It's called Get Out.
That's a movie.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
No. I was just joking. It probably is.
Anyway,
but there's also
they gave this guy the mic like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And the first thing he says is "fuck the Oscars." It's full of some bougie motherfuckers.
Why?
And dude, the Jeff Keighley, the guy who does the awards, is just sitting there like.
He's like, that is heat that we did not need here.
Yeah.
We're just trying to have fun.
And dude, it was meme central from there. Like this guy got pretty much famous from it. But listen to this. They brought him back the next year. It was like, why would you bring him back?
Yeah.
And then he made an ass of himself there too. Like, what is this guy doing?
I think they just want the attention. It's like the no press is bad press. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So
yeah.
They want people to tune in, even if it's just for memes. They want the viewers.
I mean, I came back just for him. But anyway, it was really not that bad. The most that happened was like a bunch of Japanese people won like for all kinds of stuff, and it was just like a little bit of a language barrier. Like one of the presenters, Shinji Mikami, she got really like internet famous because on E3 she did like some weird stuff. She came back for the Game Awards.
Wait, what'd she do?
I don't remember specifically, but it was like, you know how it was like everybody was talking about like Keanu got a lot of like memes from that, and then it was this woman, I forget what game she worked on, but she came back and she was flipping up a little bit. It wasn't too bad. It was just awkward as shit.
Yeah.
But the Muppets were there. The Muppets. Beaker and the one scientist dude, they just showed up to present too.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, it was so rough. And then, well, it was cute. It was for kids, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But like,
there's a lot of kid viewers. They're just trying to play dog.
Untitled
audiences.
Goose Game where you play as a goose.
Yeah.
They literally brought out a goose, like a Muppet goose that was just sitting there like, honk. It literally like they were trying to do their bit. The Muppets were trying to do their bit, and over their bit, it was just this goose going, honk, honk, honk. I was just like, okay, it's cute. But
I heard something about Green Day being there.
Yes. Oh my God. I can't believe.
They announced a game. Is that what?
No. What's the Beat Saber? They announced Green Day levels for Beat Saber, and that justified Green Day being at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Grimes was also there. Grimes was there, and I think that was it.
I think I also heard that. I think it's ASAP. ASAP Rocky's gonna be in a game, or maybe I might be wrong, but they're like somewhere. I don't know. I heard something.
I know Vin Diesel is doing a Need for Speed game, and it looks like garbage.
Really?
Yeah, and they gave Vin Diesel the Game of the Year presentation. He announced the Game of the Year, which was Sekiro. Vin Diesel announced the Game of the Year. He was like the presenter.
Why?
I mean,
he's just a gamer, I guess.
I think he must be a gamer. Everybody there, apparently, they were talking like he played like Tekken and Street Fighter with the other girl who was there from, I don't know. I don't watch Need for Speed, but it was the woman from Need for Speed.
Come on, Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. That's how little I know. Wait.
Is it a Fast and Furious game that's coming out?
Fast and Furious game.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm sorry. I need. It's all the same. It's all the same shit.
I thought you were saying that a Need for Speed game was coming out and he was like presenting it because no, is a series of games.
Yes, I screwed up. Okay. It's Fast and Furious.
Oh, I'm
game.
sure that'll be dog shit.
It looked like the cars. Of course, the cars look fine. It's not hard to make a car look fine, but like. They showed like all the characters from the Need for Speed game, like movies, as video game characters.
Fast and Furious, but yeah.
I keep doing it. I'm never gonna get it right. I'm gonna say the racing game.
Okay, yeah, that's easy.
All the characters from the racing movie in this racing game look like they were made on like the Xbox 360. Like it's rough. But we need to talk about the Game Awards. We're still somehow we're still talking about the Game Awards.
Yeah. This all relates to the game that's coming out. So
I just want to throw in that I think it's hilarious that for best family game, down the board it was Nintendo. Like every single because nobody else makes family games.
Yeah, other than Nintendo, family games don't work. Like you know what I mean? Like I feel like Nintendo, like a lot of the games that they put out, like that they're like. You know, like Mario and stuff like that. Like that's all like games that they're pushing. But like any family games that's not directly related to Nintendo, it's like dog shit. Or it's just like.
Well, I mean, they've cornered the market. Like nobody even knows how to make a family game at this point because Nintendo would be like, "What are you doing? We're gonna make 20 of these when you make this one. Are you really gonna try that?" But like the games that they said were family games are like some of my favorite games. Like they said Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah,
Ring Fit Adventure.
He won, right? Or
Luigi's Mansion 3 won, yes.
I said he won like Luigi won.
Luigi won. He finally.
Luigi finally rose to the top. Fuck Mario.
It's officially the year of Luigi again. Yeah. So anyway, Luigi, Ring Fit, Super Mario Maker 2, which is like amazing, Smash Bros, and Yoshi's Crafted World. It's just like those are all like solid games. Like you don't even have to be family games.
Or all of them?
Ring Fit Adventure and do you count? Are you talking about like Yoshi? Yoshi is
Smash
within.
Bros. Yeah, Smash Bros. And
because
I feel like they're all like
the only one that's not like
is the Ring
main cast is Ring Fit.
Yeah. That's fucking insane. That's
they
fucking
cornered
insane.
the fucking market. I don't know what to tell you, man. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. But the game that did win Game of the Year, you said it already. But
Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
That
it's a great game.
Yeah, that game looked fucking fantastic.
The reason is it's Dark Souls, but without all the Dark Souls bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like a tight, fun game.
Yeah, I really wanted to play that, but I just did not.
Well, there's probably going to be like a Game of the Year edition where it's like a lot cheaper. You know how they do that?
Yeah.
So eventually, man, you definitely check it out. Like, there's so many games that like won that I had never even heard of.
Like what?
Like well, I've heard of Control, but
like Call of Duty.
Like call her what now?
Call of Booty.
Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium won like a shit ton of games. I have no idea what it's about.
I'm pretty sure I know what that is. I think that's to do with the guy jumping. Like he does like slow motion shit, and he like does like flips and back. It's I think if it's the game I'm thinking of.
That is my friend Pedro with like where he's like shooting and jumping and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
That's different.
Wait, can you show me a picture of Disco? Actually, I'll look it up on my phone. So you don't have to flip it.
Okay.
I think I've definitely heard of it before. I've seen it before, but I can't think of it right now. But no, yeah, I've never played that or anything.
It won Best RPG out of like Final Fantasy 14, Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Hunter, and Outer Worlds.
Jason's played that a lot. Jason played this. I didn't. That's the reason.
Disco Elysium.
Yeah. He said he liked it a lot.
And it's like a very small team, and they were like Swedish or something. There were so many.
Dude, gamers rise up.
I didn't see a single. I don't think I saw a single American person. Like, we're getting so much. Like, we live in such a bubble that we don't even realize, because they cater the games to like American English.
Yeah.
And then they come and get the award, and it's like just out there. Like, and there's also like a shit ton of like Canadian. Like, even like Jeff Keighley was like, "Oh, hey, another Canadian. Oh, another Canadian. Hey, this guy's from Canada." Like.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm ignorant. I'm ignorant of shit.
Call of Duty. What did Call of Duty win? I saw they won. Was it best sound?
Yeah, which is stupid.
That's
like that's it. That's all it is.
No,
you can hear the crunch, the footsteps. Well, sound design. It's not about music. It's about sound design.
Yes. Yeah. And like that is
also best mobile game. Call of Duty Mobile. Excuse me.
The PUBG one. Was PUBG on there?
No, because that was last year.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm sure it was Call of Duty. I don't remember any mobile games that stuck out. What are the other choices?
Okay, best audio design: Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Control, Death Stranding, Gears 5, Resident Evil 2, and Sekiro.
I don't even understand how.
I've played 2 of those, and they both sound better than
okay,
and then crunch.
You're literally thinking about like the most basic, like,
dude,
Call of Duty is just shooting guns. How does that make sound better?
Here's 80% of my Call of Duty experience. Somebody does a flashbang, and all I hear is like that. Bing! That's all I can think of. That's the one noise.
It's the whole factor of like hearing every small detail and where the enemy is, like in relation to you. There's like a lot of competitive shit that goes into that. You don't play competitive multiplayers.
Fine, you're right. You win this round.
But no, I will. Speaking of that, though, I will say that it's really funny that at the beginning of when that game first came out, there's a couple issues with the sounds. I was a little like, what?
They really like. I had no idea. Like, I guess they fixed it.
Yeah, they probably fixed it, and it's probably great. But I'm just thinking about the beta because I played it with.
I think they paid for their win. I think it's all rigged.
I think if they would have paid for one, I don't think they would have paid for sound design.
Anytime anybody gets any sort of like laurels or like a 9 point whatever on any website, somebody in the comments is like, "Oh, they paid for this. It's all conspiracy. So they're just trying to get our money, saying this is a good game when it doesn't cater to my needs."
Yeah. The
are we like timing how long we're talking about nerd shit? Because
no, I could probably just cut some shit out. If
how dare you? This is my bread and butter. This is like my wheelhouse.
So you did ask me ahead of time to try to think of like my game of the year.
I did.
Here's one thing that I learned when looking up the games that were released this year. I didn't play any games that came out this year, like at all. Like I've been poor as shit for a lot of the year, so I haven't wanted to spend $60 on a new game.
I think you just don't care like I do.
But I also a lot of like good single player games came out this year. I felt like.
And you're not a single player person.
I really enjoy. It's the same thing with like making content like for YouTube videos. I like doing it with other people. I don't like having like my own thing. So like when I play like multiplayer games with other people, I feel like there's a lot more like content I can make out of it because I like making like videos of games.
So what you're saying is you have zero standalone potential, and you're using your friends as a crutch.
Yeah. Spot on.
Here I am. See, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like using you as a crutch. You're using me as a crutch. Yeah.
Well, like it's always easier to bounce off somebody.
I think it's the blind leading the blind here.
But yeah, and in general, like even if I'm not making videos, I just enjoy playing with other people. Like like if I'm playing a single player game, I will get bored within no matter how good of a game it is. Even like I will literally tell my friends like. Oh, I'm playing this like God of War. I played through that. I'd be like, I played this for like I played this. I was having like a blast. It's so much of a good game. And they're like, are you almost done beating it? I was like, no, I only played for like 2 hours today. They're like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, why did you stop? And I was like,
dude, I would just watch Sekiro then, because Sekiro is very much like you get caught and you'd be done. You'd be done.
Well, like I just so like I only looked for multiplayer games, and I played Apex that came out, which I didn't think it came. I thought it came out last year.
I expected you to get the new Call of Duty.
I did get the new Call of Duty. I did get that one too.
You did?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's fine. I think it's great, but like, I don't like playing it that much because one, it's very intensive on my people. So I don't either. I like playing games when I can talk to other people, or if I'm not talking to anybody else, I will like watch Netflix or have something going on the side.
Right.
And when that game is so intensive that I literally cannot do anything but play that game just for it to run like somewhat well.
Yeah.
So I don't play it that much, and none of my friends play it that much either anymore. So like, it's like I bought it. I've probably played it like 3 different times. That's about it. Like
I think I recall you telling me to get it, and I was just like, I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah. No. Like when the beta came out, we were in love with it. We were
That's
like,
because it's
we
free.
can't wait till it comes out. It's gonna be so much great. Like it's gonna be so much fun. Whatever. And then when it came out, we kind of just grinded and we're like, it's like it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great game, but it just can't keep me entertained. I can't. We don't focus on it.
I'm feeling the same way because most of the games this year, it's like for a game of the year, you got to feel that like tingle. You got to feel that immersion where it's just like, oh man, I'm having a great time. I didn't really get that much. Like, I'm like contractually obligated to say that I love Pokemon because I don't know. I've given them my heart and soul in some sort of contract.
Yeah.
To play their games, but like, it was just a standard experience. It was good. I enjoy it, but like, I don't know, man. It's not. Pokemon is not my game of the year.
Really.
And I've played probably like 40 hours of it, and I'm just not. It's like I like it, but it's not like the love of my life.
Oh wait, I did want to say that out of the games that I did play, Apex and Modern Warfare, I will say that Apex is probably a better game of the year for me. But if I had to go off of games that I've seen gameplay of and like watched and think that looks like dope as hell, I would say the Jedi Fallen Order. But like I don't know if that's counts because isn't that like too recent to count for like a lot? Like was it?
Okay. There's like a cutoff where it's like that'll be in next year's running.
Yeah. So if that counts.
But like for ourselves, like
I've seen a lot of gameplay of it, and like that game looks fucking fantastic. Like I would probably put that one as the game of the year, but I can't say that directly because I haven't played myself.
I really liked it, but I had a lot of issues. Like it would bug out so much, and it would immediately like burst the bubble. Like you're like, oh damn, my game froze again on a PS4. What the hell? Okay, and then like one time, I never saw that. One time I was fighting like a boss, like a really big boss, and like I had like a fourth of a health bar left on them, and the whole game just shut down. And my PS4 was off for like, oh my god, it was just off for like 10 minutes. I just sat there like, fuck me, I guess. So like that was like
fucking pissed me off.
If they had put more polish in it, they had fixed some bugs, it would be game of the year contender.
Yeah.
And also, it's kind of like a mixing pot of a bunch of other games. So there's no like one strong good thing.
Yeah.
It's just like a general all around like bits and pieces. It's like a weird stew of video games.
Yeah.
There's no like one thing that is like stronger than any other thing, really. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm a Star Wars bitch. I like the Star Wars story.
Pretty dope.
They threw in some kyber crystals. They threw in some Clone Wars stuff, some older stuff. Like, it was a solid experience. Not game of the year. And I don't want to be like a basic bitch and just say that the game of the year that won game of the year is my game of the year.
Yeah.
It kind of.
It's
kind of a really good game.
Kind of dope.
Like, looking back, man, that's the most. I haven't even beat it, and I love it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I'll ever be able to beat it because it's pretty hard, and I'm a little baby.
Yeah, a little baby bitch.
But like,
little bitch baby.
I'll take baby bitch, but I ain't no bitch baby.
That's
too harsh.
Too much, Danny.
That just doesn't feel right. Like, I'm trying to think of other games.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem was fantastic. It was probably the best Fire Emblem experience I've had.
Forgot they came out this year.
Ever. It just looked great. Like, again, it didn't give me that little tingle. There were so many games that are like 8s. I don't have any 10s this year.
See, I think I liked... The only time I can enjoy single-player video games is when I was streaming. And then I had like a fucking fantastic... Because I had people like to do it.
Yeah, it was all about the interaction with the people on chat.
Mm-hmm. And so like that was when I like was fully... Like that's when I beat God of War. That was like a fucking blast.
Spider-Man 2, you played Spider-Man?
I did do that.
That was last year, though.
Yeah, and I didn't play that much of... Or I didn't even like... I don't think I streamed that much of me beating the storyline. I think I just... I started streaming like the second, like maybe like the last quarter of that storyline, and then like I did stream a lot of me doing the 100%ing that game, or I think it's like.
Did you 100% it?
Yes, I did. Before the DLC though, so I didn't get the DLC and I didn't do it. But when base game I did. Was it related to Tom Holland's Spider-Man, or was it just his own thing?
It was his own thing.
Okay, yeah, that'd be. Yeah, I wouldn't care for it to be like here's a Disney Spider-Man game. Like it has to be its own.
Well, they're doing that Avengers completely separate too. I like that they're separating the movies from video games. There's going to be a whole Avengers video game.
Really?
Yeah. Have you not? It's like
dope as shit.
It looks like, because we've had such a strong Avengers presence on the movies, they look like knockoff Avengers.
Yeah.
But like, what are you gonna do?
But I am glad, like you said, it's like separating. It's like it's not.
It's like a whole different story. Like there's already like spoilers out that I don't want to talk about, but like mixing up the like dynamic of the team.
Yeah.
Because stuff happens.
All right, so we're back from our break. So one story that I did want to bring up this podcast, and it's quite the opposite of a big oof. It's actually a big win for me. It's what's not a big oof? It's not a big win, because then you could just say big lose. What's the opposite of an oof?
Ooh.
All right, moving on.
Hold on. Oof. You see somebody and then you go, damn.
Okay, so
is it a damn Danny? I think that's a damn Danny.
It's a damn Danny.
Damn Danny.
Like you're trying to do the fucking meme, the damn Daniel.
Shut up.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but you brought it up. You brought this into this scenario. Anyway, I wanted to bring up this story with like it was freshman year in college, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember there's like not like FYS, but it's like was it uni?
Yeah, uni, yeah.
And it was like that's like the one that's like a semester long.
Here's how college works.
Yeah. Well, no, I think FYS is the one that's how college works. And then the
what's uni? It was all the same.
No, because there was two different things. One of them was like 8 weeks long. The other one was like a class you had to take for like a full semester. And and it was like a random topic, and theoretically it was supposed to teach you like some dumb shit like how to like manage your time and like all that stuff.
Okay.
Like they were like, oh yeah, here's a random topic, but really we're gonna teach you how you should study and how you should do this, and whatever, but we're gonna give you a topic to learn about. And I had the shittiest luck of having a person who I think it was FYS was the semester long one, and the 8 weeks was I don't fucking doesn't fucking matter.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, so she was like one of the people who fought for it to be a thing.
Oh god.
So she was all about it. She was like, "Oh my god, this class matters so much. Like we need this in every college." Blah, blah, blah.
Shoot me.
So she was like, so she took it very seriously.
Right.
Two different things that happened in that class that I think about, and I'm like, man, I fucking killed it. Okay, so one, it was like supposed to be a like a pretty decently long project, and it was like you were supposed to log like you doing a thing. It's like one of those things of like if you do something for so long, you're supposed to be like good at it or something like that.
Right.
And it was like she was like, I need you to log in like doing this for this long and see how far you come along at mastering whatever you're trying to learn or whatever. And I picked because I was like trying to think of something random, and I was like, I've always wanted to learn how to juggle. So let me try to fucking learn how to juggle.
You said this was a good thing.
Well,
you said this wasn't a big oof.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
So I
you know how to juggle. I don't think we can be friends.
I did practice like a little bit. Like I did put some time into it beforehand, but then it was the night I remember going home. I would like text my friends, and I was like, so I practiced a little bit, but I'm really not too far. And the project's due tomorrow, and like I had all the presentation done, and I was just like, so I need to learn how to juggle in one night. Like we got to the point where I was like, I need to fucking learn how to juggle tonight, or it's game over.
Jesus.
So I'm literally like
it sounds like a 70s like sitcom, like I need to learn how to juggle.
It really is.
Oh my goodness.
So I was in my bathroom looking in the mirror, music playing, and I was just standing there for hours trying to learn it. I cannot juggle. Let's get that straight right now.
The fact that you attempted kind of disgusts me,
never
but
learned
here we are.
It was for fucking grade. I needed to. It wasn't like I tried. It wasn't like I think I was wanting to. It was like well, I guess I did pick the subject. But
yes, it's not like somebody put a gun to your head and said, "Fucking juggle."
But I thought,
do it.
It'd be a cool thing to know. Anyway, so I didn't learn how to juggle. And
right.
The point of the whole project was to discuss how you did not like how far would you go if you put this much time into it. I don't remember how long it was, maybe like 20 hours. So I was like, I'm gonna try to go and talk about how this is not enough time to learn how to juggle.
Oh my god.
And so I went up there and I said my project was my topic was juggling, and I was holding 3 balls for a second. I was just like yeah, so I tried this tactic, I learned blah 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 blah, and I went this whole thing, and I like started, and I was like, just to let you guys know, I did not ever get to a point where I felt efficient at juggling, and I was like, I tried it. I was like, I can try for you guys, but like,
oh my god, I just remembered something that's very similar.
And so I was like, I can show you guys, but like, it's not that good. And I think I did like once, and then like the second round, one of them dropped, and I was like, so yeah, so as you guys can see, 20 hours is not enough to learn how to juggle, and blah blah blah. And I could tell some students were like, that seems very difficult. Other students were like, you fucking dumbass. They're like, you did not spend 20 hours learning how to juggle. and dude, the biggest this was the most random stroke of luck. The professor, who's all about this class, she seems like a very like naive woman that's like has like a good heart. She was kind of a bitch, but but she's very naive and like very like, oh yeah, I'm sure you tried really hard at this project, you know, that one of those people. But she was very into it, like yeah, and she was like, fun fact actually, she's like, my husband, he took a juggling course for a while.
Oh my god.
And she was like, yeah, he said it took so long for him to juggle, and he's still not that great at it. So like, I completely agree that like it is not that it is not enough time to do it.
Think of the chances.
I know.
If her husband had not tried to juggle, you would have failed out of college. She would have made it her mission. She'd be like, look at this lazy fuck doing this in my class that I thought of, that like you would have had an enemy for life.
She was like, yeah, like my husband tried that, and yeah, it's not that easy, guys.
Oh my goodness.
She would like look at the other students, it's like, you guys don't know about this, but this is really difficult to do. Like, it's bravo, Danny Carvace, for trying to attempt how to juggle. And I was like, yeah, it's not easy, guys. So that was one thing in that class. Second thing, because it was like a random topic that they class, and ours was art history, not art history.
I took an art history class. It was garbage.
So I actually did take an art history class later on for my major, but this was before that. And so we just learned about like the people who like created forms of art or whatever.
Yes.
And it was really boring. And
yes.
And at one point she wanted us to make this art projects, and she like gave us, it was like supposed to be this whole thing of like try to make something out of this out of the materials I gave you, and she only gave you like a limited number, like here's all these items, and you can pick like 5 items, but you can pick like 3 of one item and 2 separate other ones, or you can pick all 5 different items, or blah blah blah, you know, you can mix and match, whatever. And so I didn't do any of it until the night before. And
oh my god,
there's this girl in that class that I was actually really into, and I still regret to this day that I couldn't even tell you her name now, but it was FYS, because I used to not know her name, so I used to tell my friends, it's like, oh yeah, it's the FYS girl.
Oh jeez.
So like that's the only reason I know it's FYS.
If you're out there, FYS girl.
Yeah, if you remember me.
It's the guy who can't fucking juggle.
It's the guy who.
It's the guy who made a point that he was too stupid to fucking learn how to juggle.
It's the guy who went up in front of class and was like, "Hey guys, can't juggle."
I know she remembers. That whole class remembers you as that fucking guy. They were probably so pissed.
Yeah, they were like, I spent 20 hours.
Seriously, like all the tryhards are like actually like learning a skill.
Yeah, dude.
Can I tell you something very similar that happened to me in a class?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so it was.
We'll get back to my story in a second.
We will. This is my crowning achievement of my entire college career.
Yeah.
We were doing a project where we just like upload a whole script and like find like word associations through like a program.
Yeah.
And I picked 2 movies that had similar plots, but one was Japanese and one was American.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of all of it, I found that there was no correlation. It was a huge waste of time.
Uh-huh.
Like nothing was put together at all.
Yeah.
But I made an argument that like I learned from this experience, blah 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 blah. And this was a teacher. This was a teacher I had before that failed me on like a general English.
Mm-hmm.
And I had him in this class. It was like digital humanities or something.
Yeah.
He gave me a 100 and said it was the best project out of all of them. Like he wrote that down on the paper. And I was just like, I just bullshitted the entire fucking thing.
Oh my God.
Like I was just like, I don't have to do anything the rest of the semester. I can literally just wipe my ass with a paper and get a 100.
Jesus Christ. That's fucking insane.
I
didn't get 100 on mine.
It was amazing.
I think I got a B. I think I got to be on the project where I couldn't juggle.
It was.
Oh wait, no, I did get an A. I did get an A on that one because it wasn't anything.
Being fuck ups is worth something.
Yeah, Bigoofs. But the okay, so speaking of that whole situation,
back to your shit.
I did mention about how I was into this girl,
mm-hmm.
and I remember I went up to her on the day of, because we like, not only were we supposed to make this like art project thing or whatever, and,
right?
Like, make like a piece,
mm-hmm.
but we had like, she rented out like this room in like the student center, and it was like we were gonna have like an art show kind of thing, a walk around.
This lady needs to calm down.
She did. It was a fucking freshman class.
God.
But she so like, but it was only for our class. It wasn't like we were having
other
people come out, but it was like
mm-hmm.
we were walking around having like an art show.
We're making enemies.
And I told this girl, like, I walked in and like I already talked to her a couple times. I was telling her about how like thing.
No.
And I was like, I told her, I was like, you ready for me to make an ass of myself? And I was like, I'm gonna try to up the BS skills on me real quick and see if I can BS this whole fucking thing. And she was like, really? She was like, she looked at me. She was like, she was laughing the whole time, so I was fucking killing it. And she was
right.
She was like, oh, I just made this ballerina type shit, but like I didn't put like I didn't try that hard. I was talking to her. I was like, yeah, I didn't try hard at all, and I'm gonna try to BS. Like I didn't practice any of this. And okay, so basically what I did was I had like construction paper and I had a newspaper, and I did this, and I think I had like glue or something like that. You also you also had to count like scissors or something.
You've got to be kidding me.
I made this circle. The newspaper happened to have like Valentine's, because it was right like at February.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, it had just happened to have like Valentine's couples for some reason. They had it on there, and so what I did was put that newspaper where I had all the couples in the middle, and then I had the construction papers do like kind of like a sphere thing, two different construction papers sphere thing, and they kind of like connected in a weird way. And I made this whole fucking story about how like it was like this represents how in order to have a successful relationship with somebody,
mm-hmm.
it's two different entities coming together.
Oh my God.
To support each other.
Oh my God.
Shut
up. I can't. I don't want to hear anymore.
Like, it's just this whole story about how like they have to come together and support each other any way they can in order to make this relationship last and flourish. And I said all this stuff, and I just can't do this with you anymore. The fact that I told that girl, and she was, and that kind of like fueled me, because like the whole time.
So you were stunting. You were stunting.
Yeah, the whole time I was like saying this story to the professor, and in front of the whole class, everybody was like, okay, and the professor was like, bravo, this kid is killing
God.
it. And the girl that I told this about, she was like laughing the whole fucking time because she was in the back like, she was like, she's fucking falling for this. It's like, it's 2 construction papers and a newspaper. And I'm just like, this is love.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, it's like, this is what love is all about.
You son of a bitch.
And oh my God, I felt like on top of the world because I got a fucking
smoothness. You used it all up in that one fucking class.
Fucking
God.
No, I pride myself on telling the truth all the fucking time. Like, and sometimes I'm brutally honest to where like I shouldn't be honest, but like I hate lying to people. Like I love telling. Like
only when it's for a grade will you lie.
Yeah. Like I have the skills to be a wonderful liar. Like I know that I could be the best liar or bullshitter ever, but I just don't like to do it most of the time. But when I can, I'm like fucking great at it. Like sometimes I will have that habit of like hanging out with my friends and they'll like say something like it would be for the dumbest, most like minor things, and they'll be like, oh, what time is that movie? And I'll be like, it's like 20:45. They're like, oh, okay, like. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, like sometimes I'll have, like my friends will be like, "Oh, when time does the movie start?" And I'll go like, 12:45, and they're like, like, okay, do you know that? And I was like, oh yeah, because I had to go to work until 12 o'clock that day, so like, yeah, like I had just perfect amount of time to get to the movie. They're like, oh okay, and I'm like, I'm just fucking with you. And they're like, why? they're like, this is the dumbest thing to fuck with me, like this, and I'm just like, I got you though. Like I'll just like make a perfect backstory, and then I'll be like, okay, cool, sure.
Got him.
Is that above us?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so speaking, I made it through those stories, but I did want to bring up something else that was released this week.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna go there.
We're gonna go there. It was the Pornhub statistics of 2019.
Oh my goodness.
So let's go through the top 10 searches. 10. The number one is very basic. Number one's very. It was amateur. That's whatever.
It's a grassroots effort. Okay,
Yeah.
we don't need big business telling us what to jerk off to.
Yeah, that's whatever. Second one though, that's where it gets funny. Second one is Alien, and I guess
no.
it's the.
What?
And
Why?
I know that the whole like Area 51 raid happened.
Oh God, there's a winky face alien. I'm very. Oh.
But then they're just like, maybe they're just like, oh man, do you think they made it in there? And second of all, do you think they made porn with those aliens?
Oh my.
I don't know what that stems from. I have no idea what like made people go like not a few people, not even a small percentage.
Does it
number
say
2 spot? I don't know how much.
like a percentage?
I don't know. It doesn't say right here, does it? No, I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
But
anyway,
yeah, number 2 spot, and you got POV. Then you got for Bella Delphine. Do you know who that is?
Belle Delphine. She is the gamer girl bathwater person.
Don't know who that is.
You don't know about Belle Delphine? She does some stupid shit. Like, we don't need to get into it.
Okay. And
right next is cosplay. That's right in my wheelhouse.
And you know, 6 mature because people like those old ladies. 7 bisexual. You know, whatever. 8 Apex Legends.
8 is Apex Legends.
Yeah. Multiplayer game of the year. Wait, was that? I think that was right.
Yes.
Multiplayer game of the year. Also, number 8 in people's hearts for porn.
That's the real achievement this year.
I have no idea what.
I think it took down because last year Overwatch was huge. That was the one that was like blowing up.
Yeah, I've never. And some people might go like, "Oh, you're just trying to hide that it's like too kinky for you." It's like, no. If I'm being real, I just don't want to ruin the game. It's like, I play the game way too much to like see a porn of it and then go back to playing the game normally. Like, no. It's like I want the game to stay as PG as it can.
Right.
It's just a fucking video game for me. I don't care to see any porn of it. And then ASMR, and then what's
Femdom?
Is it just like?
Do you know what that is?
Domination, but like
a woman
female?
dominates a man.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I just never heard it called femdom, but I guess I could. Well, you can piece it together.
You're making me get a little awkward over here. I just look up this stuff. You know, it's not. I'm not on Pornhub.
Most
it's
search.
Not my fault. This shit's on here.
For terms of 2019.
Number
Let's see
one
if there's any-
Japanese. Let's get the weebs in the house. It skyrocketed. It was in 4th place last year. Japanese number 1.
What's
right
joy?
under it, hentai.
What's joy? J-O-I.
Jerk off instructions. Why do I know this shit? You're making me realize how like.
That's so funny.
Oh my god. Listen, I have the only reason this is
No, don't try to defend. Let's just move.
fine. Okay, I'm not a fan of joy.
That's so fucking funny, dude. That's like the 3rd time I'll go like, hey, what is this? And you're like, oh, it's and you're like, oh fuck, I just.
There are some awful discussions where I work.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I worked there before. I know.
Do you know what squirt is? Do I have to explain
I
squirt?
know what squirt is.
It's like Squirtle.
Squirtle,
It's
yeah.
more
yeah,
hentai.
obviously. I wonder if Emily Willis is on here, and there's a story behind that. Not because I'm
sorry,
interested in
who?
Emily Willis.
What?
Okay, it's most searched porn stars. I moved on to there.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess maybe it didn't affect
This is
it.
getting into an uncomfortable zone here.
No. Maybe
I don't know who any of these people are.
Maybe they didn't affect it that much for like the whole year or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it was past the cutoff date. But popular YouTuber vlogger David Dobrik recently had Emily Willis in one of his videos, and like it was like a whole like joke between like them two or whatever. Like they she was on there, and he like kind of like was like, oh hey, what's up, blah blah blah, and like had a whole conversation about her, her doing porn or whatever. They even like asked her like, has she ever done stuck porn? And she was like, what the fuck is stuck porn? And they were like, oh, it's like
what?
They're like, oh, it's
stuck porn.
Yeah.
Ew.
And then she was like, oh, you mean like when somebody's stuck in somewhere? It's like, oh yeah, I did one when I was like stuck in a washer, and somebody
Oh my
and then, like some guy
God.
behind her was like, I hate when that happens when I get stuck in a washer and somebody comes behind me and fucks me.
Jesus.
But anyway, the reason I bring that up is because they did a like
Please enlighten
right
me.
afterwards. Apparently, they reached like the top search, like because he's a very popular YouTuber. He has like I think like 14 million subscribers, and after that video, literally, apparently, all of the searches like top searches for that week
was
or
trying
whatever.
to find that.
It was
Oh
like
my
it was
God.
like it was like Emily Willis washer, Emily Willis stuck, Emily Willis like Emily Willis. Like it was just like all her name and like random variations of it, and it was just like every like it was so funny that like a YouTuber affected Pornhub that much.
Oh my
just in that one video. Yeah, I mean after that, it's nothing really too interesting about these top 20
we can go
countries.
by country. Of course,
U.S. Let's fucking go.
We have like triple the amount of anybody.
Fucking bored as shit.
Time per visit, time spent per visit. Thailand is beating us. A lot of people are beating us.
Wait, time
spent per visit. Thailand's got 11 minutes 21 seconds.
Really?
That's how long they last.
Wow.
U.S. is 10 minutes 36
Well, we got
seconds.
shit to do. We're like fucking.
We're like, let's
we're
get this
fucking
over with.
in-
Okay, let's go.
Thailand doesn't. It was fucking like we're invested.
I mean, Russia is the quickest. Right above is Japan. So Japan and Russia are bottom of the barrel. Just like get it done. We got work to do.
Russia's like, I want to see boob. Boob, nice.
I have seen boob.
All right, move on. Vodka.
I am done.
I love stereotypes.
Jeez.
Wait,
We made the
visit.
Hey, we made the list of the top 10. We made the top 10.
Fuck yeah, because once again we have nothing to do, so we're just pouring all day. Yeah, it makes sense. New York is in the
hey, I got shit to do.
Yeah, it's like
Hey, come on, hurry it up.
All right, moving on. Favorite times to watch porn.
Best time is at midnight.
Makes sense. All right, moving on.
We're just breezing through this. This is.
I expected it to be some like weirder things. I mean, I can't really see too much. I mean, it's a lot of like basic shit. You know what I mean?
You should see the world's most viewed categories. Russia is entirely hentai.
Are you fucking well?
America,
no,
the entire Americas are dominated in
Russia's
lesbian.
also it's like including Oh no, yeah,
That's just Russia, dude.
Oh yeah, fuck, goddamn.
But
Wow.
like,
We're all lesbian.
we're America is all lesbian. Canada is all lesbian.
Because you know what it is? It's a bunch of dude bros going like, I want to see some fucking dick.
I don't want to see dicks in my porn.
You think I'm fucking gay? Nah.
But listen,
nah,
South America's got some hentai. South America, I see it. Some hentai and some anal, dude.
Wait, Ecuadorian is or Ecuador. They're fucking anal.
Oh my god.
They're all about that shit. They're all about the ass.
I thought this was gonna be at least like a PG-13 podcast.
No, fuck
It
that
is-
shit.
It's
I
not.
think it's PG-13 when we're going. We jumped straight to the Pornhub statistics. Fuck
Listen,
that.
dude, we lasted an entire hour before bringing up Pornhub. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I had high hopes. That's God telling me to stop talking about porn.
Or Batman.
Batman, quit jerking off.
And we're back to it. So, I mean, during my week, it's just been like kind of finals. I got that shit out of the way. I got 4 finals done in one day. Fucking blew.
That's a big oof.
Yeah, I guess that should have been my big oof.
That's
but
your
like
big
I
oof.
couldn't control that one.
Oh, still.
The well, it's fucking annoying. Was that we've been stuck at work like a lot until like 1 in the morning.
Danny. Time. Look. Popped up. It's happening. Excuse me.
All right. So some background was he wore this Kirby sweater for Halloween, and he said when when do you think I can wear this again without feeling like I'm wearing my costume again, because it just looks like a dope like sweater or whatever. And I was like, oh, I don't know, probably December 13th. Or I said sometime. I said some fucking random time off the top of my head, and I said sure, around there. And apparently it's time. Apparently he got an alarm alert for it.
I am feeling good. Look at that Kirby sweater.
And now he has the Kirby sweater on.
This Kirby sweater is wearing me. It's very large. I feel great. Look at that Kirby.
Well,
Oh my god.
The time has came.
Time is now, motherfucker. I'm on a cloud 9 now.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, my week has been basically just been ending off finals. I'm pretty sure I passed all my classes. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure I at least got C or above, and that's all I care about. I don't give a fuck about like getting better grade. I just want to pass and graduate and be fucking done with it.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right. Same.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. But I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, yeah.
And but what I was gonna say was what was fucking annoying was that we were stuck at my job until almost 1 o'clock.
Why?
And because we were working on like a truck, and they were like, oh yeah, the truck's not done until like we can't leave until the truck's done. And I was stuck there until like 1 in the morning or almost 1 in the morning, and I just had to go to my manager and go like, dude, like I gotta go. He was just like, and he was like, well, he's like, oh, yeah, sure, I guess. And I was like, I'm sorry, but like I got like 4 finals, and I plan on doing one of them because one of them was like an online exam that we had like a full like 24 hours to do.
Right.
And so I was like, I was gonna do it when I got home from work and then go to bed. But I was like, I can't do that now. It's fucking 1 in the morning, and I had an exam at 8:30 the next day.
Jesus.
So I was like, dude, I just need to fucking go. Like I just said like that. I did say the dude part. I do remember specifically going like,
dude,
come
on, dude.
I gotta go home.
Dude.
It was like I can't do this. Like I have 4 exams. I don't know what you want me to say except for I have 4 exams. One of them starts at 8:30 in the morning, so I have to be out and about by 8:30 in the morning. Yeah, it was fucking rough. Now I'm just adjusting to not having class anymore, which is a little weird. It's like adjusting.
What do I do with all this free time?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's why the U.S. is number 1 on going to Pornhub.
Pornhub.
Yes.
Because we're just like, oh fuck,
free time. What am I gonna do?
I guess
I could use some. I could use some dopamine, real quick.
No, yeah. Dude, I never know how to. I don't know how to. What was I gonna say?
Jerk off? Are you admitting something?
Yeah. Do you know the joy section of porn? The jerk off instructions.
Hey, listen. There's a section for you. There's a whole instruction. They just tell you exactly what to do. It's no hassle. You just sit there and you listen.
Just listen. Like the wiki howl of it.
Yeah, it's like
it's like first. It's like first get in a comfortable position. No, I don't want to go any more detail.
We're done here.
Yeah, we're done here.
Listen. we're at PG-17. I don't want to go to PG-18. I don't want to go there.
It's jerking off way before 17.
We don't need to talk about when we started jerking off because I'll win.
How early?
I'm just fucking with you. No,
we're
not going there.
The first time I was introduced to any kind of porn was I was chilling with my cousins in my and like we were just like sleeping. I was sleeping over at their house, and then my cousin found it, and all my cousins were like older than me, so like they were like I was like the middle child of the cousins. Like I had like a group of cousins that were like, if I was like in middle school, I had a group of cousins that were like in high school or early college, and then I had a group of cousins that were like literally like 6 years old or something like that. Like they were all like, it was like I was literally in the middle of between both of them. But I did hang out with the older ones a lot. And then
why would you hang out with babies? You're not a baby.
Yeah. Well, I did get stuck babysitting them. Anyway, so like I remember like I was chilling like in their house, and then they came up and they sound like they found like the new video game or shit like that. They were like,
is this a Mario 10?
Yeah, they were like, dude, I just found this crazy thing. You need to watch it. Like, it's fucking crazy. And I was like, okay, sure. And I was like, what is this? Whatever. And they're like, they showed me, and I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, crazy, right? And but they were like playing low, and it was like, we can't play this out. I was like, do they not want us to watch it? And I was just like, and they were like, no, they can't know that we're watching this. It's like, oh
my god.
I was like, oh, okay, and I just moved on.
How old were you?
It was very young. I think it was like 8 years old. Like
okay,
8, 9 years old or something like that.
I was in kindergarten.
Really?
And my friends were talking about it. I went to one friend's house on his computer. That's when I learned what boobs were.
Wait, okay. So do you remember being like innocent and like not knowing what sex was or like that, or any of that stuff?
No, they pretty much explained it to me right away, so I knew. I knew pretty soon.
I feel like I never had a period in my life. Well, no, I'm sure I did.
Well, there's always those people who are like, I thought you stick it in the belly button. I thought when you kiss you get pregnant. I thought this and this. And it's like,
no, that even before I saw that porn with my cousin or whatever, I felt like I always knew what sex was. Like I never had like a fake like, I don't know how babies are born. Like I felt like since I had conscious thoughts, I was like, yeah, you fucking have sex. What the fuck do you mean? It's like,
for me, it was always like, I don't know what they have, but I know it's different. I don't know what those things look like. I still kind of don't. That's my own problem.
No, yeah, I just felt like I never really had that like groundbreaking like, what? People have sex? What? I was just like, yeah, like it was weird to me because like maybe it was because I had older cousins and they always were like way like steps ahead of me, so they always gave me the scoop. They were always like, dude,
for me it wasn't anybody older. It's just like my friends were perverts.
Yeah,
I liked like all of my friends were perverts. I was the only one who was just like not about it.
Yeah, yeah, I guess same thing with me because like I think all my friends knew too. Like I never had to break the news to friends or something.
Now Santa.
That's exactly what I was gonna bring up too. Santa, I had my innocence for so fucking long with that one.
Dude, I never believed in Santa. Not for 1 second. Absolutely.
Really?
I faked it for so long. I literally I remember being a little bit like, all right, time to start the show so mom doesn't feel bad.
Wow. No.
Yeah.
I believed in Santa for so long. I think with it's funny. It's funny with sex and stuff like that. I was always like, oh yeah, that's obvious. That shit happens. But then with people having superpowers or like magic shit or anything like anything make believe, I was always like, that shit exists. It's like
there ain't no way that ain't a thing.
And then people go up to me and go like, dude, that doesn't exist. And I was like,
fuck you.
You're one
you
of
just
the,
haven't seen it.
I was like, you're one of the side characters that doesn't believe and dies early in the movie. They were like. Yeah, like I would always.
Dude, that was me. I'm definitely a side character.
I would always.
If I was a main character, that movie would be so fucking boring. Why are we making a podcast? I'm so fucking boring.
Sorry, it's because I'm converting you to belief.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, but I always believe that. I still kind of do about the superpowers. I still think that some people are fighting fucking villains somewhere with like some kind of shit on the side that we don't know about.
No.
Think about all the fucking movies where they're like,
no,
where they're like hidden, and they're like, oh, we can't reveal to the people that like they're fighting villains and stuff like that. It would cause panic.
No,
it fucking exists. I don't give a fuck what you say. Anyway, so Santa, yeah, like because my defense was that we always used to go to my my grandparents' house for Christmas, and we were one of those people that like I don't think it's a thing around here. I think it's like a different culture thing, because like I've heard of people like not even just Spanish, but like I've heard people like from like European countries that like do this too, like where we celebrate Christmas and like Christmas Eve like midnight, and then we like go to bed, and then like Santa's presents are there or some shit like that. Where like I know a lot of people here
we've done that.
Like they do like a more of like a, oh, you go to bed like early and then you wake up early
so
in Christmas, and
here's how it works.
You get all the presents.
How much of a shit your parents give. How much effort do they want to put in? Some parents are like, oh, we're gonna surprise them. The presents are gonna be ready when they come back. And then like my parents have done both. There have been years where they're like, oh, we're gonna get ready, and it's like, oh, Santa came. Oh, he came while we were at Grandma's house. Whatever. And then there's times where it's just like, go to bed. Go to bed. We'll do it in the morning.
Well, I don't for my family, I don't think it was like an effort thing. I think they just it was like a tradition thing. Like everybody in my family did it.
Okay, yeah.
And so like we would go to like my grandparents' house, celebrate there at midnight, whatever, for the presents. Come home, and then the presents were there, and like all the presents like that I ordered from Santa was right there, and I was like, holy shit! And like so that's
Wait,
the reason
you ordered
why,
like, Santa, give me this shit.
Yeah. no, like my mom would give me a shopping list, and I would like write the little list and put it in the thing or whatever. Do you ever do that where you put like?
I felt like such a schmuck doing it, because I was just like, I know what you like. Because I knew, I was like, all right, Mom, here's my list. Going to Santa.
No, for me,
or straight to the shredder.
I've told you this before, but for me, it was always like I was trying to save my parents from saving money, because like not trying to pay me as like an angel or something, but I was a fucking great kid, and I would
my
like,
parents are so fucking lucky.
I would look out for my parents, and I would like my parents would go like, all right, make a list for Santa, and then what else do you, or they would say, make a list for the things you want, and then we might get some, and then Santa will get you the other ones or something like that. And I would always go like, like if I had a list, I'd be like, here's like the 3 most expensive things that are like way too much money. I was like, Santa, get me that one, parents. So like I look at my mom and go like, don't worry, Mom, I got you. I'll make Santa make
socks.
This for me.
You can get me socks.
Yeah, I would go to my mom and go like, here's like a $20 present here. Just give me that one. I was like, I would love that little like puzzle or whatever. That sounds great. Santa, give me the bougie shit. And then I would like move on. And then like yeah. So sorry, going back to like my grandparents thing, I would always come back home and the present would be there. So when kids would come up to me and go like, oh, Santa's not real, I'd be like, fuck you.
How the
fuck do those presents get there when I'm at my parents? I'm with my parents at my grandparents' house.
They literally put it out right before you leave.
Yes, exactly.
Like, hold on, gotta go back in for something.
So I also never had a moment like with the, you know me, and you know how straightforward I am with a bunch of shit. Who are you? I've always been
hi,
like
Patrick.
that.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. We should start a podcast.
You know what? I think we'd make a great podcasting team.
But like I've always been very straightforward, and so when like even when I never found anything, I never found any proof of like Santa not existing. One day I was just like, you know what? A lot of people have been telling me this since I was a kid. Maybe I should
look into it.
So I literally like I was chilling like in my parents' room with like I think it was like me, my sister, and my mom, and then I was like, Mom, be real with me. They're not real. And then, like my sister looked at her, was like,
oh, it's time.
And he was like, oh. And then
back away.
My mom was like, why? And I was like, he's not real, is he? And she was like, did you find something? I was like, just tell me. And she was like, no, he's not real. And I was like, no, like, why? And I was just like, I don't know. I know he's not real. Like, right? And she was like, no, he's not real. And she was way more disappointed than I was, because I was the like,
that's how it
child.
is. You were the baby. Yeah.
Yeah. And so she was like, oh fuck, the last kid doesn't believe in Santa or whatever. And then like she was like, oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah. Like she's like, oh man, that sucks. Like she's like, I am gonna get you another Santa present this year though because I already got it, and like I want you to believe. She's like, just give me one last year where I get you a present from Santa.
Dude,
and so I was like, okay. I was like, that sounds good. And then like I remember I was like, oh, that sounds great. And then like I went back to like watching TV or whatever, and I was like, that's when I had the moment of realization. I was like,
man.
You bought all of those presents for me? And she was like, yeah, you knew the Santas are like, yeah, I had to do that. And I was like, do you know how expensive that was?
Mom, what were you thinking?
Yeah, my mom was like, yeah, I knew, and like I knew how much money we had. We did not have that enough money to get that shit. Like I was asking for like $200, $300 presents, and she was like, yeah. I mean, I wanted to give you a Christmas. I wanted to give you like presents, and I was like, you should have told me. And I was like, you should have fucking broke my heart. I didn't care. I was like, that shit was expensive, dude. Like, come on. Like, I did not need those. I did not need that fucking robot dinosaur that I could control.
Oh
with a
my
controller.
God.
Like, I didn't need that shit. Like, it was like after I realized, I was like, holy fuck. And I was like, why'd you let me get away with it? Like, I felt like a criminal. I was like, why'd you let me get away with this for so fucking long?
That's the thing, man. As soon as you like, you probably wouldn't know because you were the baby and like you had nobody underneath you. But as soon as I was like, Mom, I don't believe, she was like, all right, get to work. We got one under you. He still believes. You gotta. I had to like buy the presents. I had to wrap the presents. I had to like distract him, and like just completely lie to like keep the magic alive.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I was the youngest, so I didn't have to do it. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't do it.
I mean,
I wouldn't care to do it.
It's definitely nice to like care about somebody and like do something for them to make them happy, which you wouldn't understand because you're the baby and you get everything.
Yeah,
but like,
I felt like
that's what I like doing it for Christmas now. It's just like,
definitely didn't fucking get everything. My sisters got so much shit, and then like I don't think it had anything to do with like favoritism towards siblings though. I think it was just different stages of our lives.
Yeah,
but like it was like we had more money when my sisters were older, or we had more money at certain points, and then we bought this house and we kind of had less money. Yeah, whatever. But like I remember my sisters got like these these Sweet 16s that were like thousands and thousands of dollars.
Shit.
Of like we got like a limo, and we got like event because it's more of like a Spanish like I don't remember how you call it, like
quinceañera.
Yeah, and it's like one of those. So it's like an event, and it's like kind of like a whole thing. We rented out a place, we had a party, whatever, and like we wore like they wore like dresses, we wore tuxes. It was like crazy, and they got all of that. And then my mom, and then when I turned like 16, I was like, you guys like spent so much money for them. I was like, where's my thing? And they're like, well, you don't have a quinceañera. Like, you're
a dude,
like,
man.
Like,
get to work.
And I was like, but like, I get something, right? And she's like, what do you want? And I was like, this fucking thing that costs like $1,000. They're like,
oh shit.
They're like,
absolutely not.
They're like, no, fuck you. And I was like,
you think we have money for that?
And I was like, you did that for them? And they're like, and I was like, what about a trampoline? And then they're like,
it's like, okay.
They're like, we'll give you a trampoline.
You get a trampoline.
And I was like, I think I remember saying that to like all my sisters. I was like, you guys got a Sweet 16 that lasted a day. I got a trampoline that lasted forever. I have a trampoline now. Fuck you guys. Been going on for so long.
It's 10 o'clock.
Jesus Christ, is it?
Okay, it's 9:50, but potato.
All right, so we're gonna end off the podcast here.
Here, right at this second.
All right, so we've been going on for long enough. I think we're about to end the podcast here. I'm Danny. I am a big goof.
I'm Patrick. I'm a Bigoof. And please use your turn signals.
All right, see you next time.
Bye.